Hey everybody, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for joining me for Memory Planning Monday. I'm back in Project Life for another fun week, so if you'd like to see what I'm going to do, stick around. Hey friends, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. I sound a little winded and mannish because I'm sick, and I just finished doing the voiceover for 2 other videos, so I'm going to do my best. Bear with me. This week is week 40. No, wait. Yes? Not week 40. What the heck? Week 35. Get it together. I'm a mess. I worked way too hard a couple weeks ago and now I'm sick. That's what happens. So, I already pre-picked out all the cards and figured out what embellishments I wanted to use. It still took me about an hour to film this, like real time. So I'm getting quicker, but like I said, it doesn't bother me because I love this project. I love these little mini alphas. I want to order a ton more from scrapbook.com. I'll link them below. They're from Pink Fresh Studio, but they're like so tiny and just, yeah, they're fantastic. So this first row was actually a story about what I did on Tuesday, which was I had to go back to school shopping for myself because I'm substitute teaching, which is how I got sick. And I have no teacher clothes. Like I literally just have my leggings and then hard pants, aka jeans. And so I was like, oh man, I need to buy like some, teacher clothes. So I dropped Nora off at my friend's house and I went shopping by myself. And so that's what I'm journaling about. And ironically, like this week, it's very like neutral vibes, which is not my thing, as you know. But I love the way it turned out. So I did my journaling. I had those little white puffy stars from a Vicky Bouton collection. And I used my what is it? 2.5 inch? No, 1.5 inch circle punch to punch out those little icons. That is what the Studio Calico documenter kits now come in. They're like these cardboard envelopes, and you can use the insides and they coordinate with the kit for the month. So I loved that. So I punched a bunch of those out, and then I decided to use a bunch of these circle stickers that also come with the kit. And this is actually like the last few days of August and then the first few days of September is when this week falls. So the next day is the story of Nora going to, or having her friend Hannah over, and they did makeup. They did, what else did they do? Just Dance on the Switch. They were doing handstands in the hallway, which is what that photo is in the bottom left. And of course, we have cheer 3 nights a week now. So there's a picture of Nora in her doing a prep for the first time, which is like halfway up to a full extension. So that was her first time ever doing it. So I had to take a picture of that. That was super fun. So since the Pink Fresh alphas don't have any numbers, I just use an I and used like made that be a 1 and it says first, and that's it. This title card I think is from Studio Calico as well, not from this kit particularly. I do mix in a couple of Ali Edwards cards. I'm going to stamp with Ali Edwards stamps week, and then I'm going to use some alphas that I haven't, or some numbers that I haven't used before, which was kind of exciting for me, except I realized in retrospect that I stamped the wrong week, so I need to fix that. I just realized that now. So all of my photos will have week 30, but it's actually week 35. My bad. So I will fix that later. Oh my gosh. So I'm like totally unsure of how I'm going to decorate this. I should have had a plan before I started filming, but I didn't. So I'm going to end up using a bunch of different circles. I'll put the little camera there, and then a bunch of these circles that I had punched out, I'm going to layer and then put the August sticker right in the middle. And I love this rainbow. This rainbow, like, is just giving me life. I love the lines. I love how thick it is. I love how long it is. I just love it. So, yep, put down the flowers, then put down the rainbow, and then layer August on top. Put a couple of puffy stars. And I did end up adding in these Studio Calico stars that also, I think they were an add-on, maybe? If they weren't an add-on, then they were just part of the kit. But the chipboard stars, I love the wonky stars too. So then I need a card to put underneath this flip up, and I took it from the, I think it's Now is the story kit that it came from. So it says right now, sounds like, right now, smells like, right now, feels like, all that kind of stuff. So I'm just journaling about basically it being the end of summer. So, you know, it sounds like yelling and cheering and chanting and cheer music and giggles, and it feels like trying to squeeze in the last bits of summer. It tastes like ice cream and seltzer. It looks like just mess stuff everywhere because we're in and out of the house so much. And yeah, just excited to spend these last few days together before, you know, the school year starts. So I'm going to spell out game, and then I'm going to use my old, these are some of my favorite alphas from Heidi Swap. I don't even know if she makes them anymore, to spell out first. So it was her first game. It was away, and it was very, very, very hot. One of the girls actually ended up like vomiting in the middle of their halftime routine, which was awful. But Nora had a great time. So, and then this is another flip up. This is the next day. This was Friday. We went to Great Escape. We got season passes for the end of the year, which is a Six Flags park. And so I just made this little grid of 4 of my favorite photos of Nora and Hannah from that day. So we ended up picking up Hannah and taking her with us because she also got a season pass. And it's great because, you know, Hannah's 11 and Nora's 7, but they get along really well. Hannah is Abby's older sister, and Abby is Nora's age, and they're good friends as well. But Abby doesn't like to ride any of the scary rides, plus she's not tall enough, and Hannah will do them with Nora. So I'm just journaling about that, about going to Great Escape, and us getting Chipotle on the way home. And then also that day, which it was like totally worth its own story card, we earlier in the morning around 6:30, my husband dropped Smokey, our new Nora's new kitten, off to get neutered. And on the way back from Great Escape, we picked him up, and he was like so out of it. We ended up having to put a cone of shame on him because he kept licking himself. So yeah, poor buddy. But it was just for like that night. For the rest of the time, he was fine. I guess it's kind of atypical for kittens to do that, males to do that. So I'm looking for something to write a story on top of this little 3x4 card that I love with all these wonky stars. And I end up choosing a die cut from a different Studio Calico kit. And so that's basically all I'm journaling about, is just how good of a kitten mommy Nora is, and how much she loves Smokey, and how he's doing much better after his surgery the next day. I was going to embellish this rainbow card, but I didn't. I left it totally blank. I don't know. I just love it so much. I'm like, I don't want to add anything to it. I maybe could have, like, I don't know, put something across the top, stamp something across the top. I just love the way it looks by itself. And then this was from Saturday night or Sunday night. I don't remember, but we went and got our favorite ice cream, like at our favorite place. And I just love that you can get a flight of ice cream, and it's all handcrafted, like gourmet flavors that are homemade. It's just so, so good. And they have a lot of gluten-free options, which is awesome for Nora. And then this little baby bunny, it was so tiny. There were 3 of them that had left their nest because our neighbor was mowing their lawn, and we were on our way home from swimming at our neighbor's house. And so I'm journaling about that, just like some quick notes, like, you know, Nora had her first game. We won by a ton. I don't even remember what the score was. We're undefeated at this point. We went shopping. We ate a late dinner. We played the game of life. We got ice cream at our favorite place, and we swam at Margie's, who's our neighbor. And that's going to be like all the stories. I do go back. And I love using these little tiny stars as like bullet points. So I do go back and add a few of these little super cute kawaii style puffy stickers to different photos. So you'll see that in the photos at the end, like the close-ups. But other than that, that's gonna be it. I'm sorry about the week 30 confusion. It's week 35. My bad. Thank God it's on a white background and I can probably easily cover that up with sticker paper. But that just goes to show how tired I am. So, anyhow, I end up going back to this picture, which I snapped and shared on my Instagram stories when I was out shopping by myself, that I was at Barnes& and Noble and I can never stay away from stationery. I just always find my way to stationery. So, I mean, isn't that where like everyone, well, most of us, our love for crafting and stickers and all that started with back to school shopping, right? So that's a screenshot of my Instagram story that I just embellished B&N with that. And I switched out that circle because I didn't like the crayons. I wanted it to have that same like rainbow aesthetic. So I'm going to just show you some close-ups, and then at the end, I will let you enjoy some silent close-ups. But that's going to be it from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do me a favor, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe and hit the bell, and that way you won't miss any of my content. And I will see you in the next video. Please let me know if you have any questions about anything I shared, any products I used. But I will see you next time, guys. Take care of yourselves, and remember that you are enough. Bye.